the heart of Texas. The prairie sky is wide and high.
Welcome to Cadeau and Janko Wednesdays at Lunch,
Burger Edition.
Today we went to Bofinger's in NDG. They've got a few locations. I don't know if they still have one downtown. They used to. They have one up on Saint Laurent or something. They've got a few locations. Matthew, have you ever been to any of the locations of Bofinger?
I have not been to any of them. I've seen part of the movie Bofinger.
Okay.
I thought there was some kind of connection with Eddie Murphy, Steve Martin, and this restaurant, but
that seems odd that you'd even think that particular movie would have warranted a food franchise.
Or maybe vice versa.
I suppose, yeah, okay.
Don't
But
really
you saw
know.
the movie, and there's...
I don't really know. I didn't see enough of the movie to know what it was about. I mean, I guess they didn't open up a franchise of, restaurants.
I think that's a safe bet, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
I thought I could order like the Eddie burger.
The Eddie burger.
The Big Martin or something. But no, I could not. There are only 2 burger choices.
Yes, that's true. Technically 3. There was a children's burger, I noticed, on the chalkboard. But neither of us are under 12, so we'll never know what it's like.
We'll never know what a child tastes like.
Oh, boy.
I didn't realize that sounded so bad until... we'll never know what a child burger tastes like.
Yeah. I felt like you were imagining a burger made of child's flesh.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. So we're on the same page there.
Yeah.
So Bofinger's is a southern style barbecue joint. A lot of brisket, slow cooked pulled pork. But we were here for the burgers. Matthew, what burger did you get?
I just got what they call the burger.
Okay, very interesting, clever naming conventions there.
Yep, I got it with cheese. I didn't call it a cheeseburger. I ordered it as a burger with cheese. Mm-hmm. Didn't want to confuse anyone.
Sure. There's no cheeseburger on the menu. Just want to be clear, yeah.
Yeah, cheese was extra. Got that. Made it a cheeseburger, and I ordered. They have some different sauces you could choose from.
That's right.
And
a Texas sauce, an Alabama sauce, a Memphis sauce, things like that.
And I got the North
Carolina, was it?
North Carolina. That's the one. That's the one for me. It was like a honey Dijon, some sweet, some sour.
Very good.
It was good. Didn't want to go too crazy, so I went with that and got the usual arrangements of onion, ketchup, mustard, lettuce.
And no tomato.
Yeah, no frills.
Was the lettuce shredded, Matthew? Is that an issue for you? Full leaves of lettuce versus shredded lettuce?
I think it was shredded, and it is an issue.
Okay.
Yes, I think we've talked about that, but
I wasn't sure if I was remembering correctly.
Same issue as the pickles. I mean, the pickles slide out, slap you in the chin. Same thing with the lettuce.
I feel like you brought this up, the slap you in the chin, a couple of times. How many times has a pickle slapped you in the chin?
More every time. Well, not lately because I removed the pickles, but
I'm wondering, like, you're taking a bite into a burger.
Yeah.
How is the pickle slapping you in the chin?
You grab that pickle. Let's say you bite in. You don't know where your teeth are going to land versus where the pickles are. There are little landmines inside that.
Sure.
burger.
Okay. I'll give you that.
And if you just snag the end of that pickle and start pulling that bite of burger away, that pickle doesn't break with your teeth. It slides out. And then it doesn't make it into your mouth. It slaps you right on the chin.
Kind of slides out, swings down, slaps you on the chin. Okay, for some reason I was always thinking of, how would you say, I want to say sliced pickles, but you're talking about sliced lengthwise, and I'm talking about sliced widthwise.
I'm talking about little discs of pickles.
How are those slapping you in the chin? They're too small.
They're still
big
big
enough. If we're talking about like the whole length of a pickle slice, I see how you take a bite of that, slide it out, and it slaps you on the chin.
Yeah, definitely.
But the circles, those little circles, they're not big enough to slap you in the chin.
It's a little slap, It's like what's a good size? Like a flattened out ping pong ball? About the size of a...
Okay. All right. I'll take that.
That's not big enough?
I was trying to think of a coin, but no coin is like maybe a toonie.
I was saying
but
a toonie.
Even then, maybe a little bigger for a pickle.
Maybe a silver dollar.
Silver dollar.
Yeah.
That's fun.
A doubloon, perhaps.
Ooh.
I think that might be.
Yeah, but I don't know what a doubloon looks like. When was the last time you held a doubloon in your hand?
Well, a doubloon is about the size of a pickle slice.
Is doubloon like a real unit?
It was at one point for pirates.
Well, yeah, but is a doubloon like a unit of money, or is it just
gold?
A lump of
Slice
gold?
Of gold. I think it must be a unit of money.
I guess. I mean, pirates were talking in the teen hundreds, right? Like the early like the 1200s through the 1800s, I guess.
Yeah, even to this day.
And
I don't know.
Romans had coins, so yeah, these pirates can somehow get their hands on coins.
Someone made these gold doubloons.
I guess they're still pirates of these days, but not the gallivanting, swinging on ropes, yo ho ho, bottle of rum,
the swashbuckling.
Swashbuckling. That was the word I was looking for.
I knew it. It's not trying to leave your lips, but it just wouldn't.
You saw
make
me
it.
waving my hand around, trying to say swashbuckling, and then I just went off on a tangent. Yo ho ho, pirates, peg leg, big 3-cornered hat, maybe a feather, a Captain Hook,
skull and crossbones.
All this, the cannonballs,
Lost Boys.
Yeah, all right. We're getting further and further. The Pittsburgh Pirates. We're getting off track.
Piracy.
Digital piracy.
Yeah, that's a thing.
It is a thing.
It's. I don't find it's equivalent. We're not raping and pillaging.
No, that's true. Wasn't that more of a Viking thing? I guess the pirates did it too.
I mean, what are pirates? Pirates definitely. Okay, they burnt villages, I'm sure, when they stopped somewhere.
Yeah,
if they did, but really their crimes were on the sea.
Yes.
So they would, if you were on a boat, they would cannonball it to shreds. They would board it and take it over.
Your boat. Yeah.
Put their flags on it, and the people, I imagine, they killed the men, raped the women.
How many women do you think were on? Oh, I guess it wasn't just like inter-pirate battles. They were taking any ship.
Yeah, but I imagine, if there's women on that ship, they may just have been captors from another ship. Maybe they, who knows?
I mean, they could be moving people from one country to another for settling.
Yeah.
And the pirates intercept it. And then I imagine that if you are at the destination point or the launching point of that pirated boat, you have no clue what has happened to your people. Maybe their ship went down. Sea monsters. It's probably sea monsters.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of sea monsters on the map, so.
Exactly. Speaking of which, I'm looking over at my globe bar over here. Have I ever made you look at all the sea monsters that are on this old map?
You haven't.
I invite you to take a second and look at that globe, spin it around. I mean, there are like enormous turtles, and it's all written in Latin. But there are some scary different sea monsters in the different regions. If you look around Asia, there's more Asian-looking sea monsters. If you go back a little bit, yeah, you've got sort of a more Asian-looking sea monster.
That thing kind of looks like a weird catfish dog hybrid with a blowhole on the top.
And it's also like the size of Hawaii, which I don't think is even accounted for on this map. Again, this map, all of North America is very poorly represented, quite warped because it's this old Latin map. Canada's Canadesis. North America is not shaped anything like it truly is shaped.
It looks like you have there's an area here where there's a bunch of horses and harpies.
Where are the horses and harpies? Oh, in the ocean. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be like the gods or something.
Okay.
And they hang out in the sea? I don't know, man. This is a very flawed map.
Yeah, and I imagine it scared people from traveling. Don't travel into my territory. You're going to get eaten by this giant catfish.
Exactly.
Whale.
So if you launch a boat and some pirates overtake it and you never hear back from the crew, you go, must have been the sea monsters again.
Yep.
God damn those sea monsters. You pray to the gods to stop the sea monsters from eating you have a priest say protect this boat from sea monsters.
Take the priest with you. Must be a dime a dozen for priests back then.
They'd probably take a priest with them just in case they get somewhere. And there are a bunch of people who don't believe in Jesus. So you gotta teach them the way, just in case.
Convert.
Just to be safe. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, what if the priest had been on the boat with Captain Phillips? Convert all those pirates.
I never saw that movie.
No?
No.
Look at me.
Look at me. Captain now. I know that much.
That's all you need to know. That's the best line in the movie.
I am the captain now.
Yeah.
So aside of pirates, how do we get on pirates?
We were talking about burgers, and from burgers, I don't know. But
seriously, how do we get on pirates? So Southern style barbecue joint, this Bofingers.
yeah.
And we each got a burger. You got the hamburger. Oh yeah, somehow pickles. I don't know.
Pickles and doubloons.
Pickles and doubloons.
Yeah.
And I got the Bolicious burger.
Oh yeah.
Which I figure is close enough to being named after the place that this is the go-to burger. It had what it described as a slow-cooked beef patty, which I can't say I've ever had before, with pulled pork, some coleslaw, spicy mayonnaise, probably some other kind of barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
And a pretty decent bun. Nothing crazy really for a burger bun, but I felt like it was like they didn't buy it at the store. Like it was probably baked in house. Pretty decent looking bun. And you get a pretty good option of sides.
Oh yeah.
Fresh cut fries, potato salad, coleslaw, green salad, baked beans, Texas toast.
I didn't know if you were going to remember that one.
Texas toast. I was standing there, look at the menu, asked the counter lady, "What is Texas toast?" She said, "It's just fancy word for garlic bread."
She didn't do a lot to sell us on it.
No. Plus, also, I feel like it's not that fancy.
No.
Garlic bread sounds kind of nice. Texas toast just sounds like toast.
Yeah. Maybe toast cut into a little star or something, or a boot.
Ooh, the Lone Star toast.
Yeah, but you're missing out on a lot.
Sounds like
crust.
a better name already than Texas toast.
Lone Star toast?
Deep in the heart of Texas. I did that all wrong.
I don't even know.
Have you heard of it? I think there's like the stars at night are big and bright. Deep in the heart of Texas. It's a thing they do in Texas, I guess.
Sounds like maybe they'd play it at some football game.
Yeah, maybe. Which I imagine there's plenty of in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Non-issue.
Varsity Blues.
Does that take place in Texas?
I thought so. They all have
I
Texas.
haven't seen that movie since the 90s.
It's got to be James Vanderbeek with a Texas accent.
It's been so long, man. I barely remember anything about that movie except that there is school football. I don't know if it's high school or college.
It's high school.
Students playing football.
Yeah, they had a really big fat guy driving a pickup truck with pigs in it. He may have gotten a heart attack at some point. I don't know. It made it seem so lovely to grow up in a town like that where if you played football, you could steal a cop car while naked and drive away with it and not get into any trouble.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, Jim,
like,
let's take you back home now."
Yeah, can't arrest him. He's a star quarterback.
We don't want those boys out from Arlington beating us.
We got to have him in the game.
Except Matthew, you probably would not be a star football player.
I like to think of myself
realistically speaking.
I like to think of myself as the James Vanderbeek of that, where I could be, and I'm pretty darn good at it, but my dad just pressures me into it too much, and I'm like, "Dad, I told you 1,000 times, I don't want your life. I'm my own man. I'm going to go to the city."
I'm going to go to the city.
He's like, ain't nothing for
you out in the city, boy. You won't stay here play football.
You think you're big time?
One day you might even be a gym coach.
Gym coach?
I'll stick with it.
Yeah, whatever. But now, James Vanderbeek's aside, why could I not be a football star, football hero?
Have you ever played football?
No, but I will counter